like the Three Little Bops. Sorry, I was going back to cartoons. Does anyone remember the Three Little Bops? Three Little Pigs with the wolf? He's got to be hot to play real cool. You know, he tried to get in on the jam session, but he was crap. But then, you know, doesn't matter. I'm going off. Anyway, so there you go. So what happens now is I'm off to Nick Tavella's land with a paradiddle. How much can a diddle para when a para needs to diddle? Well, you got lots of paradiddles. You got the normal one. But I'm going to show you a couple of, you got the basic, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. You got a double. I was doing that just the other week, wasn't I? Triple. Paradiddle diddle. Now I better explain them. What you've got is a single paradiddle, paradiddle, the diddle being the double tap. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Double paradiddle, two paras. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Triple. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Then you can have a paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle. Okay. Now that's a lovely little one. Dear Neil Pitt used to use a paradiddle diddle a bit, so. You know, you get a little bit of a groove on with that, so that's what that is. And that you sort of get that kind of thing there. I'm going to show you something. This is called the paradiddle pyramid, okay? And this goes to Terry Bozzio because when he last came to Australian shores, 22 years ago, what he did, what's going on there, Chris? There you go. Whoops. What he did was he finished, as all drummers do, you finish a solo by trying to hit everything all at the same time. And what he actually did, I was just sitting there, I was filming it for the show, all that. It was wonderful times, got to meet the man and spend some time with him, terrific stuff. But what he did was a paradiddle pyramid to finish off. And as you know, he's got 2,000 cymbals and 4,000 drums, you know, that kind of thing. So he was trying to hit them all at the same time. Now what happens with a paradiddle, Nick, is the whole reason for paradiddles is they're ergonomic. Okay, they're attributed to the Swiss Army sending signals across the battlefield in around about 800 AD. So we're talking about, you know, 1,200 years old and counting. And what happens with a paradiddle is that you even the workload. It's a marching rudiment. So if you're going left, 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 right, left, and all that sort of stuff, so it's your paradiddle, right? Right, left, right, left. So what happens is that with a paradiddle pyramid, essentially it's a typical sequential exercise that even guitarists do with scales and things like that. But essentially what happens is you get a single or two singles, two doubles, two triples, back to two doubles, do singles, and keep on going. So it becomes single, double, triple, double, single, double, triple, double. So you get this kind of thing. I'll just do it with the bass drum and talk your way through it, or talk my way through it. So you got one, single is one, double is two, triple is three. Brr. That's pretty easy. So what we've got is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's a single. Double. Noisy bastard, aren't I? Triple. Paradiddles. You got to love them. There you go. So, did I hit every one? I didn't really. Sorry. Oh, I'm being a bit silly tonight. It must be the yakety sax. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Oh! Cowbell, You Fool No One. Deep Purple off the Burn album. Paradiddle, cowbell. What a beat. Ian Pace, there you go. That's a practical use of the paradiddle on a cowbell. You can't, all roads lead to Rome. That kind of thing there. So what goes on is that kind of thing with paradiddles and all that really gets you wax on, wax off. Yeah, that kind of thing. It's like Tai Chi for drummers, And that goes to a couple of things I've been doing the last couple of face troops, because I've been asked how do you hit a cymbal properly by Andy the other week. Hello Andy, if you're watching. And, wax on, wax off. Karate Kid. And then there you go. So that's what happens there. But the other thing about it is that you can do it all like as a, you can do it like this. See, there it is there. Oh, bam. There it is there, paradiddle. You can also have inversions. So if you've got a paradiddle, you can also have a diddle para. Diddle paradiddle. Ah, diddle. Diddle paradiddle, 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 para. Ooh, diddle para, diddle para, diddle para. You can also have an outwards where the double tap is on the outside of the group. What about? So it's an outwards paradiddle. And you can have an inwards. I did that last week. Oh, it's shitty at the end. Chris, what's going on? I've got it on the brain. That's your fault, Tim Howell. There you go. And so there you have all the little bibs and bobs. I'm actually on time. I'm right on time. I've done everything on time, but I don't keep going. I usually run over time. But what actually happens is that one of the things with paradiddles, it simply gives you freedom, okay? It's a kind of a language, all of itself. And there's many, many different kinds of paramadoodles, all this sort of stuff. And then you can mix them, pardon me, mix them up and do lots of different things with them. And for that, go and check out Billy Cobham, early 70s, Steve Gadd, more middle to late 70s. They were paradiddle kings, all this sort of stuff. So things like Mahavishnu Orchestra and stuff like that. But you're starting to talk about also a guy that doesn't get nearly enough mentions is Zach Alford, who was David Bowie's drummer for the Earthling album, because some of the stuff he was doing was just mind-blowing. So you might have that kind of, it's the real drum and bass stuff. Jojo Mayer. 6 cups of coffee is my joke, that kind of thing. And then off you go, that sort of stuff there.